The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. For over a century, the war between the elders and their rebellious progeny has left no domain untouched. But now, overpowered by the strength and potency of their elders, the Anarch Revolt is over. After months of discussions between the warring parties, the leaders of the Camarilla and the Anarchs have agreed to a cessation of hostilities. For the Anarchs, this is an acknowledgement of their defeat. For the Camarilla, this means that victory lies within their reach. But the unspoken prophecy still hangs above them. 500 years will seven be joined, ruling in defiance of angels. For all his cities shall become ash. For all his dreams shall be scattered to the winds. Let the ancients fear the young, and gird themselves about with laws. You cannot save yourselves, you foolish kings. You cannot stop the coming storm, or even have its rage. So begins the Convention of Thorns. Welcome to our Vampire Dark Ages stream. We here at McStabber Studios understand that some of the subjects that come up during this chronicle are problematic by modern standards. Our goal is to handle these kinds of situations in a manner that does not directly or indirectly glorify these kinds of actions. While we understand that we are playing in a world of monsters, that does not mean we must be the monsters ourselves. Please also be aware, none of our cast are experts in history. That means there will be some deviations between the world timeline and the vampiric world. You can go ahead and chalk that up to the Cainite influence on the mortals around them. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy our story. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to McStabber Studios' Vampire Dark Ages, Glimpses of History, or as I'm calling this season, the Convention of Thorns. I am the storyteller, Shanky McStabber.
And hi, I am Maddox, somehow in a different corner than usual. And I will be playing Snatcher, the Nosferatu.
Hello, everyone. I am Mama McStabber, and tonight I am playing Saint Olga of Kiev, Clan Lasombra.
Hello, I'm Beetlespock, and I'll be playing Guy Marchand of Clan Toreador.
Hi, I'm Judy Von Esch, and I am playing Peregrine McSullivan, sire to none, mother of the discarded, the seer of the Assamites, chief of McSullivan clan, Raven speaker, and part of this coterie, Assamite.
Hi, everybody. I'm the Ravenous Archon, and I get to play Agustin Diego de la Cartagena Cardenal de la Cruz, also of Clan Lasombra.
Hey, everybody. I'm Intera, and tonight I'm playing Hardestat, the actual elder.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red, and I'm playing Elnor de Valois of Clan Bruja.
I'm Miriam, and now tonight I am playing Archon, Father Jean-Marc de Harfleur, Clan Toreador.
Hello everyone, I am Kyr Glaciate, and tonight I'll be playing Rafael de Corazon of the Clan Toreador.
Hi, I'm Jen of Thieves, and tonight I am playing Patricia of Bolingbrook, Bruja.
I am Mara Weird. I am playing Micah Vikos, Clan Zemitzi.
Howdy, I am Inkblood Demon. I'm playing Gabriel Baruch, a nice, kind, normal Lasombra negotiator who has nothing but love in his heart for his kindred brothers and sisters.
First of all, I would like to thank all of these players for coming out and joining us for this season. The Convention of Thorns would be hard to do, just me as a storyteller, so thank not just the core cast, but all the guest players for this. As you can see, we got a full house. For over a century, war between the elders and their rebellious progeny has overshadowed Cainite affairs in Europe. The threat of exposure has finally brought Cainites from both sides of the Anarch Revolt to the bargaining table. After months of delicate discussions between emissaries representing the warring parties, the leaders of the Camarilla and the Anarchs have agreed to a cessation of hostilities. Now in the year of our Lord 1493, Cainites have gathered at the Abbey of the Sacred Crown outside the hamlet of Thorns. And as we're opening up tonight, the Belgrade Coterie they're just outside of Thorns and the Abbey up ahead. They know they're going to reach it shortly, but they've stopped for a bit to have a talk before they arrive. And I'm actually going to open it up to the Belgrade Coterie as they are about to go to the sacred of the Abbey of the Sacred Crown. Sorry.
So, how's it feel to be home, Snatcher?
I haven't considered this place home in so long. And
So,
all I can truly feel is unease.
For the area or for leaving our city as it was?
Both in some measure. There is too much we need to do at Belgrade that we haven't done since we had to leave.
It is late for that. Olga steps out with a missive in her hand.
More a complaint.
Complain all you wish. The Ottomans have arrived at Belgrade again.
Again.
Bastards.
With at least 70 more numbers than they brought prior.
They might
didn't
actually
learn.
cause some damage.
Or even take the city.
As I warned, due to rumors I was hearing. That's why I brought so many in my retinue. Get those of value out.
My brood knows how to escape, should it be necessary, and they will take many with them. We can regroup.
I've already told my children to move before we
had
left.
my child move out of the city with as much as she can. But I fear it won't be enough.
It'll never be enough. They will come like locusts. Always.
We have a different war to think about, however. What do we know about the gathered masses? Who else has received this summons?
Storyteller, do I know anything about that due to rumors I get from various households?
I know you would know the major players that would be there, especially the Venture one in particular, because you would have heard all about that through your various households because, well, the Venture aren't liked where you are.
Not at all.
Not even close.
Not at all. I've heard some of the other elders will be there. A Venture that goes by Hardestadt sounds German.
The name sounds very German.
How is this not a trap? This is gathering of elders. This is prime territory for
It's
anarchs.
trying to bring an end to it all. From what I understand. Likely what they will do is they will throw about their weight and try to cow anyone who thinks differently into thinking their way.
You cannot dull a wolf's claws.
No
matter how you try.
And if they try to heavy-hand it, which I'm almost certain that the idiots will, they will lead the young to rebel harder.
Great, more people for me to take and cultivate. It's fine. Soon I'll have an army. It's fine, no problem.
But I am going to tie my lot to this new Chimeria.
Why?
Whether it's run by idiots or not.
Well, you can run it.
I don't need to run it. I just need to ensure that my mentor's wishes are heard and respected, and then I can go about my way.
No, that's right. You guys still have to deal with your sire.
That can happen later. We have eternity.
Yeah.
This is true.
I have not seen that man in some time. He's a memory.
And he's very gullible.
I'm not
Did
complaining.
wrong.
So, when the
We're supposed
time
to
comes,
convert.
I will be ready for it.
No, I want to see this.
You just might, because I think your sire might be involved if I have anything to say about it.
Oh, well, if a good man has to die, I'm sorry, if a person has to die, we have one way or another to make sure and ensure it happens. I may have brought many people down to heal. Why? Because they didn't see where my blade was. Help it.
But truly, everyone, whatever happens at this convention, we need to decide, each of us, what we are going to do after.
Great, but I think at the moment we should be a unified front at least.
Absolutely. While we are there, we are unified. We must show the strength that we hold so that we are respected.
Understood.
But once it is over, we each must do what we each must do. And I do not believe that all of us will walk the same path. It is the way of it is the way of what we are. We come together and work together when things align, and then when they no longer do, we split apart because ultimately we are solo predators.
I was leashed once, I will not be leashed again.
Exactly, I understand.
But I am excited, Snatcher, to see you reunited with your bestest of friends.
Which one is that?
Micah Wykos, of course.
Yes, I heard
He's
that.
going to be there. Oh no. How are you going to handle this Snatcher? I want to see it. Where is a figure or something I can pop in my mouth as I watch?
Are you two going to exchange rings again?
Augustine doesn't speak English, right?
No, but Peregrine does.
Maddox doesn't know the period appropriate term, but just mutters under his breath. Impish fuckwad.
Peregrine will laugh at that.
Olga doesn't need to understand it to know it was an insult, so she laughed.
We all a lot of us have lingua franca, so I'm sure there's just enough understanding.
Yeah.
I will simply converse, try to keep that Micah at arm's length and work from there.
Your arm or theirs?
Whichever's longer.
Oh.
He is a dragon. You never know how long his arm is now.
Or maybe it was made shorter out of insecurity. But no, it will be what it is. I even doubt that Micah will be the only Tsimisi in attendance.
No, of course.
It seems like something many of them would want to pay attention to.
I do not foresee bumping into Radu.
No, he is not coming.
Of course.
In that way, we are blessed.
Oh, praise the mother, praise.
Actually, Storyteller, were any other Tzimisce of note planning to?
Radu definitely isn't. Radu did send Tibaru.
We shall see our old friend, Tibaru.
Yeah, his gangrel buddy, or his gangrel, I would say herald, but not
servant.
Quite. Servant is a better way to put it.
Yeah.
But of the rest of it, major ones, not really. The only one that you know of that would be considered a power player is Micah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of note, the only powerful one would be Micah, but Tibaru will be there to at least be eyes and ears for Radu.
Of course.
You know he's a coward. He's not going to leave his hold.
No.
Of course not. What hold is left?
But I think it's funny that, we're going to let the Ottomans steamroll Belgrade and then the rest of Transylvania. Because fuck them.
We had a good run.
Oh, it was an excellent run.
Right.
And if somehow they are alluded to go in Radu's direction, that is so terrible.
So terrible.
Let's hope he has enough oil to pitch.
Whatever will he do?
He is a maggot in the carcass of a tower. He will stay there until he is destroyed.
Oh, and I also heard about Dracula.
Oh?
No.
He got what he wanted.
To the surprise of absolutely none of us.
There's some conflicting stories about how it happened, but he got what he wanted.
Wow.
He's a decent enough fellow.
I think it will be fun for the Ottomans to try to take his holdings again.
Might be even more difficult than last time.
May his lands be flowing with blood, at least when they are trying to take him.
To be a fly on that wall.
To see that one, that would be interesting. Almost makes me giddy. I want to go and watch it.
Are any of the usurpers going to be here? Should we prepare our anuses?
Oh, of course you know they're going to be here. They're going to try to secure their place.
If we're
They've
at
been
all
working with the freaking Arpad Ventru.
Of course.
Oh, God. Can we just, find a way to make them disappear?
I mean, maybe individually. As a whole, I think, unfortunately, they're rather reinforced.
By who?
Themselves.
Ugh.
The gargoyles.
Oh. Wait a minute. We freed some of them and they owe us.
Indeed.
I say we pull that favor.
And that's only some of them, though. They probably have countless abominations.
They have remade their good troops.
We find a way to break their scheme. We freed some of them, we can free more. Can you imagine that backup we'd have?
It can be done, but slowly. First, you have to actually acquire more of them.
True.
And the ones that are bound do not give up without a fight.
Fair enough. Rome wasn't destroyed in a day, sadly.
You've just reminded me that there's a chance we will encounter more Romans.
Oh.
It feels like every time we meet or speak with any of them, they are insufferable.
It's okay. They forget their history all the time.
This we agree on.
Are there any here that we might look forward to attending, as opposed to dreading their presence?
I did hear that Durga Sin, she is a Ravenous of some power, will be there.
I'll have to do my best to pay my respects.
I imagine there will be some anarchs or possibly former anarchs if they decide to toe the line. Present. These archons that we met before. I'm sure some of them will be there. Perhaps, she looks to Augustine, perhaps even baby sister will be there.
Oh.
Because she just happens to be everywhere something's going on.
Everywhere. It is not her, though. It is that man of hers.
I know.
Please tell me that the Malkavian is not going to be here.
If she's here, the Malkavian's going to be here.
Of course.
I need a reprieve from his mouth.
That's okay. I brought my Malkavian. She can keep him busy.
Oh, good. How to deal with the Malkavian? Distract with another one.
Exactly.
Good.
Who is going to protect these proceedings? This seems very volatile already.
Augustine, that is not our problem. And worse come to worse, I have an escape for all of us if we need it.
Oh, okay. I'm asking because I have learned some things thanks to Snatcher and a couple of friends of ours, but want to make sure that everyone has a way to.
I can get us all out quickly.
No, I believe you.
You just might need to wear blindfolds.
Snatcher actively shivers, although it's still clearly a conscious choice because he's a rather old Canite by this point.
Mm-hmm.
That is fine. I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
I would see to it no harm came to you all. Because unlike the last time, I am not mad with it.
The harm is less of a concern than the experience as a whole.
That's why I say wear a blindfold.
Mm.
Not the problem.
I would navigate you through.
I have already walked through one alternate world. I do not need to see another. What do the changers call it? The Umbra was terrible enough.
Oh, yes, that was entertaining to hear your stories on that.
Who knows, Eves? Perhaps one day you could map that.
I advise against it, but do what you will.
Maybe not there, but yeah.
I mean, would you care to map the abyss?
Would he be able
Can
to
one
see
map
it?
the abyss?
I doubt it, but you could try.
How much black paint do you own?
Just take a canvas, put it black all over it. There, you've mapped it.
You've mapped the abyss.
A literal abyss.
A literal abyss.
That can be our next commission for Augustine and Olga's next places of living. You can paint them the map of the abyss. Easiest work of art you will ever create.
No, I've honestly heard rumors of things going on east of the Carpathians that concern me. So after this is done, I may take a trip out there.
Isn't that your home territory?
Yes.
And
there are some
there.
independent Zamitsi working with some Bruja out that way to cause trouble.
Always something.
Mm-hmm. So I plan to see what's going on there. But that is after all this mess.
It's only fair. I think we have brought Snatcher home. Perhaps it is a good thing for all of us to go home.
Home is right across the Irish Sea if anyone wants to come with me.
No.
I'm more trying to see what all the talks of this new world keep being. And I feel that's going to keep stretching and stretching.
Brand new territories.
I've heard some rumors about that. Interesting ones. And who knows, maybe if you want to go over there, you can find a whole new world to map.
That is a better world than an abyss.
True. Or you could try traveling the Silk Road, which is much different than the trader paths you were on.
Oh, if you ever want to go to the Silk Road, I can tell you all the places to. I may or may not have done it while I was, just a little bitty cool.
Just point me to the best views and I'll paint those.
There are too many.
I need a lot of canvas then.
Yes, you will. Lots of it.
Before we get too much more involved in, and Snatch will sort of ambiently look around, but towards where the convention will be taking place. Let me do one quick thing. And from the cart, he's just going to move aside a small barrier, and about 30 rats are going to jump out.
I mean,
like they're not going to see that coming.
Oh, no, but it's really hard to distinguish when all of the rats are going to be interlacing. So their servants will be mixing with my servants, and soon the rats won't be able to fully tell who they're working for, which will confuse the information.
Okay. Sometimes, Snatcher, I think you're positively brilliant.
Thank you.
Devious, for sure.
Brilliant.
And Snatcher will send a few squeaks towards his rats and have them disseminate into the environs.
And it is as a first set off, it is a cacophony of fucking squeaking noises. I mean, there's a lot of rats there, but they don't all go in a straight line. They just kind of spread out.
Yeah,
some are going towards Silchester, some towards Thorns, some towards the Abbey itself, as they separate out.
It is in these moments, Snatcher, that I regret you didn't try harder to teach me this animal power of yours.
I can do so.
You
We'll
taught
start
me.
off simple. The real trick is pick one that you want to start talking to. We can work from there. I'm best with the little ones, but there's quite a few different voices in the animal kingdom.
In due time, the shadows that you have taught me to meld with my own are good enough, I think.
The trick is it's not fully the dark, but the mind that you hide from as well. Shall we continue? And he'll glance once more.
Suppose we need to
Let's see
get
this
this.
through.
Oh,
Whatever it ends up being.
More Ventru, we are used to them.
mm. This is I hope this one doesn't yell.
Out of character, I need to check one thing real quick.
Okay. The answer is C. It's always C.
But on the Scantron, it says B.
They don't trust your Scantrons. Those are always wrong. Because they only give you a number 1 pencil.
There, I sent the storyteller a message.
Starting with the secret messages already?
Because I just had an idea
Uh-oh.
before we
Okay.
switch over.
How about it?
Oh no.
I sent the wee one ahead. So, we will have information
Now,
as soon as we arrive.
For the Belgrade coder, you know who the wee one is. Is that little creature made of pure shadow that...
She treats like a cat.
Yeah, but he's kind of odd. I mean, he really is odd.
It's not the big one. It's the little one that can stick to shadows and not be seen.
So as you all set out, the Abbey, I mean, it's a big, imposing place. Stone walls, like a lot of them at this time. It's not only been built as an abbey, but it's also been built in some ways for defense. It does have a large gate. But as you approach the gate, there's 2 monks that are standing right outside the gate, and they look you up and down. Lords and ladies, welcome. I bid you greetings from our master, the Prince of Southampton, Father Samuel, abbot of this monastery. He has arranged for quarters for you to stay in, but please come with me. I will take you to see the abbot for introductions.
Olga turns and waits for her retinue to wait.
And as you're led deeper into the abbey itself, you go past a lot of giant wooden doors, look heavy. The place just echoes with your footsteps. You don't hear much noise at all in the place. You do pass quite a number of monks, all of them tightly wrapped in brown robes with their heads down. But as you come up on a door and one of the monks is about to knock on it, the door opens up. And the man who steps out, they don't look the same as they did when you last seen them. They've changed a bit, but you still recognize them. Micah Vikos comes out of the abbot's office, looking very upset about something. Clear on their face, just upset, angry.
As I step out the door and see that there are others waiting, visibly upset, and take a moment to recognize you. and kind of flash a very tight smile. Welcome. I beg your pardon. And I start to pass, and I stop, and I look at Snatcher. You can come see me later. A smile for the whole coterie, and I'm gone.
And the monk looks. I wasn't aware there was a visitor with the abbot. Please, go on inside. He will see you. And as you step inside, he's a tall man, kind of gaunt. You'd put him late 40s maybe. But his pallor kind of matches the thin lips, the dark black eyes, high cheekbones. He does have dark hair, but he's got the monk's tonsure, so it's bald right at the top. And he's in a dark brown robe, but you notice, though it is a dark brown robe, this is not the clothing you would expect him to wear. It is not the coarse fabric that the other monks are wearing. His is very fine fabric, very nicely made. Even
He's
the
wearing
rope,
raiments.
even the rope he wears for his belt appears to be braided silk, of all things.
Mm.
Greetings. You would be...
Olga steps forward and lifts her. Saint Olga of Kiev.
Ah, the Belgrade. Thank you for coming to my domain and to my wonderful abbey. I am the one who is hosting this. I have agreed on the basis of neutrality. I have not fought either side in the war. This has always been neutral space and a safe place.
And how have you kept it such?
Because I do not get involved with either side. This is my abbey. This is my domain and my princedom.
My goodness, anarchs must be softer here than they are in Transylvania.
If you do not give them a target, they do not attack.
Yes, they are softer here.
Now, I do understand tensions are going to be very high during this gathering, and we want to make sure that there is no unnecessary complications to it. So please refrain from disrupting things too much. And so you're aware I'm giving everyone that comes here this statement, not just you. Also, if you need to feed, there are some monks here you can feed from. Silchester and Thorns is also available, but please try not to overgraze there. With the number of Canaanites who have gathered here, we could put a serious strain on their population if too much was done. Please keep control of your tempers. Anyone who succumbs to frenzy multiple times will be unfortunately staked between meetings. They will be staked until the next gathering, unstaked so they can participate, and then staked again to ensure tempers are not out of hand. This goes for both anarchs, Camarilla, and anyone else who is here. Do you understand the rules as I have explained them to you?
Of course.
You will be given quarters in the lower parts of the monastery where you will be quite thankful there is no sun and no way for the sun to reach. You are given free run of the place, obviously. I'm not going to lock you in cells or anything. I'm expecting everyone to be on their best behavior on their own honor, understanding the penalties. Do you have any questions for me?
I have a retinue of 40. Can you accommodate their accommodations as well?
It will be tight, but as long as some of them are willing to share quarters.
They can.
We don't have enough cells to give everyone an individual cell because I'm sure you can understand there are multiple retinues currently in this place. The retinues are not invited to the meetings themselves for obvious reasons.
There are certain parts of my retinue that are Canaanites, so they should be.
If they are Canaanites, they can come.
Yes.
Though I do implore you to ensure that if they are younger and not of
they are not
proper status, they may wish to keep some of their opinions private. Unfortunately, this is a rather major event, and I hate to put it any other way, but everyone here is powerful in their own rights, in their own domains, in their own locations.
My co-ruler here, and she looks to Augustine, had a very valid question as we were making our way here. What of security?
Security is to be enforced not only by myself and my monks, it is also being enforced by the archons and justicars who are present, by the word of those involved, and by all of the participants. You can imagine how quickly, if one side or the other decided to get out of the line, you would have people lining up to punish the transgressor.
And my revered abbot, would we be allowed to meet with these, what did you call them, Justicars and Archons?
There are several attending.
Right, but
I am sure
what
there's
is to
some
stop?
now in the other room, in the main meeting hall where people have already begun to gather. I'm sure you'll meet at least one in there.
What is to stop me from claiming to be one of these Archons and Justicars?
Those positions have already been declared by Mr. Hardestat.
And what authority does he have?
As the current head of the Camarilla that is representing the Camarilla during this activity, during this gathering. Now, whether he is at the end of this will be a different discussion. As for the rest of the Archons, Federico of Padua is here, Lilica Kairos is here, Gilbert de Hafleur, and Father Jean-Marc de Hafleur are the 4 Archons in residence. The Justicars, of course, are the founders themselves. I wouldn't expect them to get involved in any hostilities.
So there are multiple founders, not just Hardestat.
That is correct. There are multiple.
Okay, excellent.
Just
you
as
can't
there
let
are,
Aventru think that they own everything.
there are multiple representatives of the Anarchs as well. Some of them quite famous in their own rights for different reasons.
I do like competence.
I am hoping you'll see nothing but here. I would hate for this to devolve into another front of the war. First of all, it would violate my domain and the sanctity of my place. And second of all, if the war continues, it's only a matter of time before we all get burned out. The war has caught too much attention of the Inquisition. It is time for it to end. It must end for everyone's safety. Even myself, as neutral as I am, can understand.
You are still a target.
The war has to end.
Mm-hmm.
One way or another.
Indeed.
So, storyteller.
Yes.
What line is this priest from again?
This priest is actually a Toreador. And he, which is odd to be running as an abbot, he actually comes from the courts of love. You're not sure his exact sire, but
he's from the Parisian centers.
Yes, he may be connected in some way, at least, to Eve.
Mm-hmm. Immediately what I thought.
I guess I sense some familiarity as he keeps on speaking. Like, would I know at least of this abbot?
You haven't met him. You've been gone a very long time from the courts. You do recognize just the hint of French. It's mostly gone at this point, but he does have that hint of the French accent over in his English. I mean, you could ask him.
Just out of curiosity, a few questions. I detect, are you from the courts, or have you been through, visited?
I was given this amazing blessing in the courts of love, yes. Quite a while ago, actually.
So have I.
Do you know Hélène Le Juste?
Quite intimately. As in, yes.
Ha. Then I guess we share the same blood.
Brother.
You can say that. I have not seen her for many years. My path took a different way.
So it's mine, obviously. As a gesture towards my fellow rulers of Belgrade.
You should be thankful you got out when you did. The courts are not what they once were. Their power has been eroded vastly over the years.
That's what reached my ear, yes.
I will have the monk take you to the main meeting room.
And my other question.
Yes.
She said this is a place of neutrality and you have representatives on both sides. Are any other neutral delegates of sorts going to be?
I mean, there are several who don't have a strict declaration. There are Assamites here. Some consider them anarchs, but as they were fighting the anarchs and the non-anarchs, I think they would be considered outside of both. You do have Durga Sin is here. Unmada of Clan Malkavian. You will find Umada is not what I would consider on any side but their own. As many in the Clan of the Moon. We have tried to allow for anyone, provided they are of proper status and can speak for a population of kindred, to be allowed to come.
Well, I suppose we shall meet these interesting and illustrious K-Knights as we go to the various meetings that are to occur.
Yes, they are set to begin tomorrow. Eleanor will give you any information on that. She has been chosen, she volunteered for it, to be head of the convention, to be the moderator. Which I think was actually a good choice from Clan Ventru to allow a Bruja to head the convention as a sign of extending the olive branch.
Ending something, all right.
Has she forgotten Carthage?
Or perhaps they're finally moving on.
What kind of vampire
No,
are
the
you?
question is, have the Ventru ever forgotten Rome?
Oh. That is a 4-letter word to them.
I know.
Olga, some of your commentary is worth its weight in gold.
Yes, indeed. Father, thank you for the hospitality.
I am going to stay out of most of the discussions. As I said, this is for those who are of a relative power that I will admit I don't have. All you see is my abbey, Silchester and Thorns. That is the extent of my particular domain, which made this perfect for this meeting.
It has remained neutral, my friend. You have some power. Do not
You
sell
have
yourself
enough power
short.
to keep it neutral.
And to keep people here.
Revered father, may I ask you a loaded question, but a frank one that I would like an honest answer to under the eyes of God, of course, and I will cross myself.
Of course.
Are you hoping for one side or the other to claim victory over these discussions?
I am hoping peace will be found. Does not matter who runs what, as long as peace is the end result. There have been too many of our kind destroyed. There have been too many mortals destroyed. There's been too much death in general. It needs to stop. And it should stop now. Otherwise, we're going to reach a point where we have called our own numbers far enough that the Inquisition will finish the job for both sides.
Well said. Thank you for your frank answer.
Of course. Father Francis, please escort them to the viewing room. And one of the monks just opens the door. Don't know how he heard through the door. And he bows, does a half bow to the abbot. If you would follow me, please. And he leads you down several sets of stairs into, it's a large meeting room. Now, there are tables, but they are against the wall, benches. It looks like this is used often for feeding, where the monks will gather for feeding. And inside the room is a large number of other kindred. Some you recognize. Micah, you've just seen. Actually, Lucida. You see Lucida, though you do not see Anatole. Durga is there in one corner, Olga.
Olga will actually, as we walk into the room, walk where there's a little bit of shadow and kind of shake out her cloak that she wore and fold it. In doing so, she has basically summoned her little pet to her. And it can now nestle in her hair and whisper in her ear.
Looking at the ones who have gathered here, I would suspect Gabriel would have noticed. Gabriel has exceptional auspex, like silly auspex.
It wouldn't be auspex, it'd be obtenebration.
No, but it'd also be auspex for the unseen portion of it hiding.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. It's just a little creature of blackest night.
It almost
actually,
looks like a cat, like a wild cat.
Except it is made of the darkness of abyss itself.
Gabriel clocks it, does not expose it. If he makes eye contact with little Void Kitty's master, he looks at them, lingers just for a tiny second, and then looks away very casually. He's not hiding that he knows, but your secret is his secret.
And it whispers in your ear, so many monks here. Can I play with them? Please, please, please.
And perhaps once the festivities are over.
I won't hurt them.
Let's not reveal ourselves too early.
Yes, Mom. I'll listen. I obey.
That's because you're very good.
Of course. And I'm going to turn it over to, well, you have a whole bunch of people you can talk to right here. Who's going to approach first is the real question.
In the interim, while that's being waited on, Snatcher's going to lean and whisper to Augustine, my Spanish is so piss poor. If I recall, Camarilla, did I say it right?
What are you trying to say? Of Maria?
Does it not mean something about a small room?
Camarilla. Yes, it is a small room. A room usually adjacent to a bedroom. It's like a foyer to a bedroom, a smaller bedroom before you go into the bigger bedroom. Do you think we're going to have sex?
I am far too virginal for you, Augustine.
No, I did not mean us, my friend. You are too much of a brother to me.
It would be, what are those merchants called? Giovanni.
Oh. And none of them are here to enjoy that jab.
And Augustine Mario, once you come into the big room, he actually goes and finds a corner where he can stand and actually watch the entire room to keep an eye on everybody in there.
Is he allowed to be down here? Because he's not a K-Knight.
I thought you'd already embraced him.
No.
Oh, did you bring him in here anyway?
Yeah, I did bring him because he's a bargaining chip.
Till somebody says something about his aura not being Canite, I guess he's in here with you.
Okay. I'll keep an
And
eye on him.
anyone who does the Scry the Soul will see he is not Canite, but he is Gould. And in some ways, you're kind of shocked because he's been Gould long enough that he is very Gould. So he's close to looking Canite without quite being there.
I'm more just realizing in a little room, you cannot fit everyone.
As Olga walks by with Vesna, her Malkavian associate. Indeed, glad you picked that up.
So we'll need to pay attention to who gets pushed aside.
Correct.
Vesna
And-
looks at you, Olga, and says, "Milady,
Yes,
leave to depart. I'm going to go locate Unmada."
please do what you need to.
Thank you.
Of course.
And she goes to, because Unmada wasn't in the room for some reason. She's going to go find her.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to head to Lasita. Check in on baby sister.
Olga?
Lasita.
Interesting gathering we have here, isn't it?
Of course.
Glad I left Anatole behind for this one.
Oh, he's not with you.
No, he is... I regret that he's a little too unstable for this kind of gathering.
I was worried that might happen to him.
It is what it is. I will go back to him when this is done.
Are you sure that is wise?
Yes. We are traveling companions. We've been
I won't
friends a very long
question
time.
you. Further. You are your own woman. You make your decisions.
Plus, it annoys Father so much.
Indeed. I have a little bit of older sister advice for you, dear.
Of course.
If at any point you run across an Asamite by the name... Oh my God, I've just blanked on her name.
I assume Fatima.
Yes. By the name of Fatima. Work with her instead of against her.
All the Asamites I've run into have not been keen on working with me.
Try your best.
I think a big brother over there will find I am much more difficult to beat than I was the last time.
Good.
Him and I sparred.
I will tell you this one is a little different. I am very close associated with her childer. And I guarantee if you work with her through your travels, if you run across her, she will be an asset when it comes time to deal with Father.
And may I give a little sisterly advice to you as well?
Of course, sister.
And she leans in closer. You see the woman with long hair over there, black long hair. And she looks towards Patricia.
Mm-hmm.
That is Watt Tyler. She goes by Patricia, but her name is Watt Tyler. She killed Hardestat the Elder, according to some circles.
Reliable sources?
No more reliable than anyone else. He is still here.
Is he, though?
But she is one to watch for sure. If she were not here, I would not think any agreement could have been reached. She has caused hell all through Europe.
Yes, the father was telling me about how he's kept it so neutral here, and I seem to think that the Anarchs are soft here.
No. He has been very shrewd
Oh, good for him.
in who he allows into his abbey, who he does not allow, what he allows to happen in his domain. There have been examples made.
Oh, good.
For those that
That actually
violate
makes
his
me feel a
neutrality.
little better about the father. Because it would be too easy to keep it neutral if the Anarchs were literally babes that could do nothing.
His examples always involve the sun.
Oh. Not as creative as fire.
Does not need to be creative. It is effective.
I mean...
He has a specific cell designed just for it.
Oh, does he?
Sunlight comes in through a single point in the cell,
Mm.
where they wait for the sun to come up and slowly see that point
Move to them.
move to them.
Yes. Yes. Leave it to priests to come up with torturous punishments.
Of course. You only have to make an example once before people learn.
Indeed.
And for a bunch of monks, watch how they walk.
Well, where is this supposed hottest at? And she looks around.
As she turns, look for the one wearing the crown.
He is king of what?
He has his own territory in the Germanic Empire.
Does he? Excellent. In the Holy Roman Empire.
He's held it. It is still his.
Excellent. I may have to talk to him to compare notes.
Do so. And what's the rest of the group doing? Feel free to go and start beelining to people.
Snatcher's gonna hook his way around the edge of the room to go and stand near Lord Vikos, because something's clearly off, and Nosferatu get curious.
Oh, there you are.
Not a pleasant evening so far.
It has not started well.
Hmm.
How do you find the Abbey?
Pleasant. The structures go. The priest is interesting.
What did you make of him?
Accommodating. Certain that his vision of peace is to be the conclusion of all this. I have yet to see how true that will be.
I suppose he will be pleased if he can keep his neutrality, his control.
His approach to neutrality was fascinating.
Oh, yes. You noticed that.
I will take no sides but the one that succeeds.
Sounds a little bit less than actual neutrality, doesn't it?
It's certainly opportunistic, although I don't suppose I can fault a Cainite for being such.
No. I have issues with this approach he has when it comes to security here.
Monks
I don't
and
suppose.
Justicars.
Yes, his own people and the Camarilla. None of our side was tapped to help keep the peace. I do not think that they are going to deal in good faith.
All yet to be seen. Discussions haven't even begun in earnest, after all.
No.
And
but everybody's brought their armies.
I would hope you have done the same.
Oh, of course. I'm not flaunting mine.
Well, of course not. You're not a Ventru.
No, it makes you wonder what they're compensating for.
Or what they're trying to bluff.
Yes.
Shows of force often only work if your force is actually grand enough to show.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you are performing a puppetry act.
Hmm. Yes. A little shadow play.
Shadows do have their own threat.
They do.
You look a touch different from the last time I saw you.
Oh, you noticed. What do you think?
Snatcher will actually like rest his finger down as it slowly trails down the dark patch of greenish black scales, running his black forked tongue over his far too many lizard-like teeth. Honestly, Snatcher looks more like a wyvern than anything else, with bits of hair poking out at random spots on his head. I think I have seen many appearances, many countenances, just from my own blood. My own childer, even. And this is unique, to say the least.
A grand compliment. Particularly from one who has seen such visages.
It only makes sense that a dragon has a crown of horns.
Indeed.
And regardless of being invited in bad faith or being here welcomed honestly, you are still here, which means
I am.
through these proceedings and the explanations given, everyone will have a voice.
True.
Which Snatcher obviously rolls his eyes at.
All right. Well, we will speak, we will be heard, and we will see what happens, I suppose. I wouldn't miss it, even if I had assurance that it was all in bad faith.
And if something truly upsets you, I suppose you can always stab a dagger into the table or some such.
I think I can be a little bit more creative than that.
I look forward to hearing what you say.
I'm glad you were here.
And
your friends. I have heard terrible things happening in the East. Again.
As they are. I've learned something of Ottoman strategies. So I don't think we, personally, will suffer too much loss.
Oh, good.
It's only a city.
Only a city. There will be more others.
Storyteller?
Yes.
Snatcher would love to do a quick roll about something in regards to the Zamisi in front of him.
Okay. What are you rolling in regards to?
Perception empathy.
Okay.
This
What are you
dragon
checking?
this dragon planning some shit. Like more than just like usual canine planning. Like, is there like an active plan churning in their head right now?
Go ahead. Roll perception empathy. My question for Micah is Micah
Yes.
trying to hide plans that they may have?
Some yes, others no.
Okay, so you will roll subterfuge manipulation. Both you have a difficulty of 6.
Okay, subterfuge manipulation.
I will be spending willpower.
Of course you will.
The thing that I forget every season to do.
Even though it has a checkbox on your sheet when you do a roll, it says checkbox, use willpower. I know, I see.
Yep. And then any specific difficulty I need to worry about,
6.
Storyteller?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
6 for both of you.
Oh, shit.
It is a tie. So tie always goes in the one who initiated the action's favor. So Micah has semblance of a plan.
but not something fully formed.
Has ideas, yeah.
Okay.
Based on what Micah just said a minute ago, yes, has an idea for a plan.
Okay.
Ideas. Everything is in the mist right now. Nothing yet resolved.
Okay. Snatcher will give a little smirk in sort of a I know something you also know sort of look, but also not in any insulting or threatening kind of way.
Do not let me hoard all of your attention.
Oh, no, of course not. And this will be quite the involved convention. I dare say we'll have plenty of opportunities to speak.
Oh, yes. And as you know, I am always very happy to hear your thoughts on matters.
Of course. And Snatcher will hold his hand out. And also before offering, actually, will give a very traditional and probably by this point very dated and old school Zamisi style salute, the respect that would be paid to a voivode or something similar.
Micah does not hide that they appreciate that very much.
And then will extend his hand for a proper shake.
And will take your hand.
I've been told that there's a great deal of respect in willingly interacting physically with your clan. I do want to try and keep friendly relations, if nothing else.
Well, you have made an excellent beginning.
Take care, Micah. I hope to see you again. And Snatcher will duck off.
I'm going to give the parchment and ink back to Peregrine. It is folded and has a message, obviously, and slide over to Eves. Eve, do you, I don't mean to pry, but given that you learned that you are related to the abbot, is there anyone else perhaps that you recognize from back home? Someone that we could probably peek for information?
No, but I had something in mind.
Oh, I will follow
Seeing
your lead.
as I will use Shroud Sight. See who the spirits are paying attention to most.
Oh, okay. Interesting idea. Let me pull this up real quick. You're going to pull off Shroud Sight. So you roll Perception Awareness. Difficulty is 7.
Yep. Farsighted?
No, that won't help with this one.
I don't think so. Willpower is...
Okay. You can use your willpower. Go ahead.
2.
2 successes. As you peer into the other side of the shroud, into the spirit realm, the first thing you notice is this abbey has a very real presence. The walls of this abbey are not like what you would expect to see. They don't have the almost insubstantial, though solid look that you normally would see. They appear quite solid on the other side of the shroud, almost as if this abbey exists on both sides at once, which is not something you're familiar with seeing.
No.
You do catch, it's odd, there are several monks moving through the room that are not alive, still here in attendance. As for spirits that are paying attention to anyone in particular, Patricia, you caught a glimpse of a man above her shoulder at one point, just briefly. His eyes went to yours and then he disappeared. And the man, which you don't know who he is, but it's Raphael. Raphael has, well, there's 2 women that seem to be watching him as well. Ghosts, both of them.
I lean into Augustine, says, friends from the other side. Particular noting of, I point to Patricia and 2 of them to Raphael, and I point, or I gesture, try not to point and be rude.
Shall we go make friends then, Eve?
I believe so, yes.
After you. You are the charmer.
And as Augustine and Eve moves forward, I think right here we're going to go to break. We will see everybody in 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Please enjoy the break, and we will continue the introduction episode of the Convention of Thorns. And welcome back. Before the break, we are on the introduction at the Convention of Thorns. The Belgrade coterie has arrived at the Abbey of the Sacred Crown and have now, after meeting with the abbot of this place, and are in the main meeting hall where, after this day, the convention itself will be held. This is just pre-convention discussions, getting to know each other and feeling out. And I'm going to turn it back over to the players. I know Augustine and Eve, who were you going to go speak with?
I think. Well, I did see the spears over Raphael and Tyler, I guess.
Patricia is what she
Patricia.
goes by.
Oh,
The only one
she
who
goes
knows
by
her name would be
Patricia.
Tyler right now
That's
is
right.
Olga.
Right, that's right. There's a few. One lingering spirit over Patricia. I think that was her name. Seems to taken an interest in her, at least. That's what I said to Augustine.
Yeah, I recall that you had this gift with the ghosts, like Snatcher did.
Mine was taught.
Correct. I don't know. The woman does not look approachable.
No, but that gentleman definitely does, and I referred to Raphael.
And Raphael is talking to a man. He's wearing a priest's outfit, though it is very nice, like very, very, very nice. Very fine clothes. It looks like a noble's outfit.
So like a priestly noble.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do I know that Raphael is of same clan? Was I told?
No, you don't know who his. You haven't been told his name yet. You would recognize the name if you're told it, but you haven't been told the name yet.
Okay. All right. I forgot who I was introduced to by the abbot. But that man looks certainly approachable, and I bring Augustine.
Of course,
to
he
Raphael.
would to you, wouldn't he? Let us go. This is probably going to be another toreador by the look of him.
And as you approach the two of them, the beautiful man doesn't give you any oddness coming off him, but the other one, the one wearing the priestly outfit that is a noble's guard in a lot of ways, or garb, when you get close to him, you feel it coming off him. You feel slightly unclean. You feel being judged by the Heavenly Father just being close to him.
Kind of try to shake it off, but it doesn't look like I'm trying to shake it off. Trying to maintain composure.
Yeah, I don't do the same thing. Like I'm gonna grab him by the arm. Maybe this is a. Perhaps the lady might not be less approachable now.
Good evening, the two of you.
We're here now.
I'm sorry, but it seems to have some eyes caught on to you.
Oh, yes, it does happen occasionally. Rafael de Corazon, child of Calisti Castillo, of the clan of the Rose.
You know he is one of the founders. You know that when his name is given, he is one of the founders of the Cameron.
Yeah, yes, I recall you were founding this new Camarilla.
That is indeed one of my many talents and occupations.
Yes, I am Yves Marchand.
There you go. You introduce yourself before giving him praise. It's how it works. I am Agustín de la Cruz of the clan La Sombra.
Encantado de conocerles. He kind of looks at Jean-Marc.
Hmm?
Pleasantries.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite.
This is Jean-Marc de Hafler,
Mhm.
also of the Rose.
Indeed.
Oh,
I did not expect to have more of our plan to be in attendance. Besides, I guess you and a few of attendants, and your attendants. Sorry.
It's always expected to have our midst in important events.
Hmm.
Besides, me and Jean-Marc are working here. Double duty, as they say.
When I first heard of this Camarilla, I thought it was a second attempt to reignite the old days of the courts. But time went on. I think it was something entirely different.
Well, the whole point of this upcoming event is to make sure we come to an agreement between all of us that is, we'll stop the strife between the various, the Anarchs and the Camarilla. And we must also look out for our human friends. They are extremely valuable to us all.
I see.
Well, please.
No, I would say I agree that, I mean, besides food, they are, well, people. And they will be, well, not only are they against us, but they are also, well, creative.
We must manage them for their own well-being.
Yes.
Exactly. As I like to point out to various parties, elder or younger, Anarch or not, the flames know no difference.
No.
But of course, it is enticing to have this opportunity. After all, meeting with those in which we were holding against weapons, it's always interesting.
I am curious, Don Rafael, as clearly you are deserving of the honorific. What constitutes an anarch, and why should we allow someone to label someone simply because their views do not match with our own?
Many that I have met were self-proclaimed. Others decided in opposition of. Very few were actually named that. But of course, it does happen. But regardless of current or past affiliations, it is a disservice to have their blood be mired by idle conflict.
I couldn't agree more. And I don't mean to sound flippant or argumentative, my friend. I am just used to watching Simitsi fight Simitsi, and none of those times has someone stood in opposition and been branded an anarch simply for standing in opposition. So why these anarchs?
Once we gather enough numbers, amass enough armies, they need a banner. They need a name. Those who deal in the opposition need also to be selected as to not indiscriminately draw steel for.
Every peasant needs their king, I see.
And every army needs their objective. But opposite in this topic, this is a matter of peace we are dealing.
Oh no, of course. Of course.
I am hopeful, even though the numbers are still mingling, that in the coming nights we have productive conversations. Of course, I am more than expected all of you to contribute with whatever you may so wish.
It's very kind of you.
It's not a matter that can be solved by one side alone.
I imagine there's going to be many bumps on this road.
All you're missing
Many.
is some more men for your army, I think. If you'll excuse me, I think this has become a corner of roses, and I don't want to sully your name, Eve, with my shadow. And I will
Not at all.
turn around and step away.
He kind of nods to Augustine as he's leaving and focuses his whole attention into Aves.
So, the name Camarilla. Why chose that specific word? I don't know Spanish very well.
The reason depends on each one that's telling the story. In my vision, it's best to have a proper assortment of rooms in which others are neatly placed. Everyone knows their part, then knows the four walls around them. And they can better protect themselves and the walls themselves. Do it to a house and it gets complicated. A single room, however, that helps to simplify.
Sounds comfortable, I would say. We're not used to staying in one place for, at least I'm not used to staying in one place for too long. I traveled a lot in my youth, my mortal days, mostly. And being stuck in one room, no matter how gilded it is, will eventually wear on one. So,
idle hands are easily bored. And so that's why those in Camarilla are made to work. But I do not need to speak on the matter that he looks at Jean-Marc. We have an actual experienced face to put into words.
Very true.
well, I'm very glad to have met you. You have make great points, and I know you will speak well. And you will capture any room you go in. Excuse me. And he will go off and see what other spirits are doing. Am I still seeing spirits at this point? Or
The monks are there. The two women are still watching Raphael. The man that you briefly glimpsed over Patricia is you haven't seen since they saw you.
they vanished.
Yep. And as you're moving away, I believe there was some individuals who are going to go speak to Peregrine now. I'm going to let them approach.
Yeah, so as that conversation was happening, Eleanor had slowly tried to mingle Hardestat and Patricia as two power players at this table. And she's going to bring them over to Peregrine now. So we can have a civil conversation.
I
Good
don't know who you
evening.
are, but I sure hope you are interesting enough to make up for him.
You have
Depends on-
history.
I have
Oh.
much history. Depends. Which part of history do you want to recount? Or are you wanting to make history? Is the question.
I've already done that.
No, really. And pray to how?
You're so cute. Where are you from?
Originally, Ireland.
You don't have the accent.
Well, when you've lived as long as I have, you'll want to lose
But I look forward to losing whatever this is.
it. I believe it's an English accent.
I just call it speaking.
Well, I mean, I've been around the world. Have you been to Egypt
Patricia.
yet?
Come on, you have to enjoy something.
Do I have to?
I'm begging
Why?
you.
Why not? What family do you hail from?
Not
Does it
one you've
matter?
heard of, I'm sure. So,
I mean, your blood, where you. Oh, your. I am Assamite.
I'm Bruja.
Funny you say that. I used to be many, many moons ago a ghoul to Broha.
Oh, ghouling is such a fun practice, isn't it?
I wouldn't know. I was a ghoul for over 600 years. You tell me.
Did you get bored?
Being that I was a gladiator in the ghoul pit, no. I fight for my life daily and nightly.
What do you do daily and nightly now?
Oh, now I do a lot more, shall we say, resource gathering and taking the, shall we say, discarded people, the discarded children, and treating them and teaching them how to be kindred appropriately. And a lot of swordplay. Because when do you not fight with swords?
When you fight with fists, I suppose.
I do fists too. I mean, you have to mix it up between long sword, short sword, daggers, knives.
We should fight sometime. Not here, of course, I'm behaving.
I mean, I have to behave. I was told I had to.
Everyone has to behave.
You could use it well too, depending on if you wanted seeing how creative. That or a book. Or chairs.
You know what? I think I actually meant like you. Do you like bets?
I bet quite often, normally win.
Well, I suppose whether or not I hope you win is a matter we shall soon decide. So, I'm collecting bets on whether or not this all ends in, as she gestures to Hardestat, someone barricading the exits and setting us all on fire.
Oh, now you would. She looks right at
Olga
Hardestat.
peers over Hardestat's shoulder and says, I mean, I could arrange that.
The rules apply to him as well. I will stake him, need be, if anything were to happen.
We're already at 100 villages already, Olga. Maybe 102?
Only 100? I swear it's more.
I'm the one who keeps the records. Come on, sir, say something.
No, I'm enjoying this.
Oh, yes,
Trisha's
they're
running a
revealing
nothing
quite a bit to you, aren't they?
And which title do you go by these nights?
Who, me?
Yes.
Who, me?
Oh. Well, for the longest time, I was a queen of Belgrade, along with Miss Peregrine McSullivan here. And now, I prefer the title that was bestowed upon me by the Orthodox Church. Saint Olga.
Saint Olga. Hardestat the Elder.
Oh, so I imagine the two of you came across your titles honestly.
No, my sire thought it would be funny. And I do find it hilarious when people pray to me for vengeance.
This is true.
The demo sounds fun.
It is fun. It's lots of fun.
More in common than you thought, Patricia.
Well, I guess plenty of us have inheritances from Daddy.
No, I just took his joke and turned it to my favor. Because idiot men will always underestimate cunning women.
Not you, of course, Hardestat the Elder.
Of course not.
No, I do not make that mistake.
Mm.
What
Whether I
mistakes
like
do you
or
make?
not is a different story.
So I hear you hold territory in Germany.
I do.
Which part?
I mean, Tara doesn't know.
He tells you where.
Mm.
Knows that.
Of scale, how does it compare to Belgrade?
He's got a good, he doesn't just rule a city.
Mm-hmm.
He has a good chunk, unlike Transylvania, where as soon as you get too far out of the city, it turns into Zemitzi war grounds.
Yeah.
His territory, other than the whole Anarch problem where, people stormed his castle, kicked the doors in, and if you believe Patricia, ate him. If you believe that part, other than that, his territory is pretty good, other than it just, they kicked the castle in, burnt it down. He had to rebuild it. Other than that part, it's pretty secure.
I mean, it's obviously Germany, and I think you were from Belgrade, no?
Yes.
Or but recently from Belgrade.
Recent centuries, yes.
Correct. It is
We basically took
land.
it from being a port town to being the capital of Serbia and also a major fortress.
I hope it is a strong fortress.
Well, it withheld the Ottomans for 3 attacks, I believe, and right now it's falling to the 4th. Because we've given it up. Let them roll through the Zemitzi.
Now there's an idea.
When the Nez decided to keep undermining our efforts, I decided to let them have it.
Why not see how they're going to handle it when it comes for them?
Yes.
Tainted fruits of their spoils.
So, but I hear that Anarchs have caused you much grief.
If they've caused all of us much grief.
Not enough, it seems.
Oh, please.
Keep
To
reminding
be
about your
fair,
parents.
I think we could say that's gone both ways.
Have you not tried to reason with them and talk to them? Have you not tried to reason with them and talk to
Personally,
them?
no. I mean, that's why
Why
we're
not?
here.
Well,
Why
why
not?
haven't you? Yes.
Because
why?
the second they see one of us, they try to kill us.
That's right. I don't. You know what? Paragon will turn into perfect German because she knows that language and say, again, why are you not turning around and handling your lands and being appropriate in handling the people that want change? Oh, you didn't
This
think
is the only time they have been open to negotiation.
Really? You haven't tried to
Yes.
negotiate before?
Like I said, they try to kill us every time they see us. It's like, ooh, an elder, let's kill them.
Olga, we still stand and we negotiated.
Yes, well, we also sent Anarchs to go harry some dragons.
This sounds like it may...
and some Arpad Ventru.
This sounds like this is more of a Hardestat problem than an actual Camarilla problem.
Yes, it's really his fault. He is highly killable.
Oh my!
Killable. Interesting. Choice of words.
And she just kind of grins over at her, says, "My, you do have the reputation, don't you?"
I do.
That's all
And
we
with
have.
that, he walks off and he punches the table.
And a temper with it.
So
Is he?
And
Are you sure?
by the way,
he's
him
Ventro?
punching a table broke the table.
Are we sure he's Ventro and not some other clan?
I know.
Excuse me.
that's
Of
not what
course.
he's
He's gonna go
hiding.
follow.
So your name is Patricia, yes?
Yes.
Sorry if I'm butchering it. I'm Peregrine.
Peregrine?
It's Irish.
She goes by Gwyn for short.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Your Majesties.
Ah,
No,
that was former.
No,
We
please, are
abdicated.
not.
Oh, I'd like you less if it was current.
Things are far different in the East. That is for
You're
certain.
not wrong. Especially with the fall of Elimut. Still not happy about that.
Yes, well.
The fall of what moat?
Elimut.
The Assamite stronghold.
Oh.
Used to be a secret until, and she kind of gestures the fan over to Hardy, said, until his clan and another clan decided to open up the doors and say, oh, look at what we found. They don't know how to hold secrets, clearly.
Not as well as they think.
Oh, no, never. The last one that we knew was a complete another idiot. I'm assuming the same.
The last one you knew?
Centuries ago.
Who?
Don't remember his name. He was unimportant. That's how much I don't remember of him.
That's fair. They do tend to be terribly boring.
You're not wrong. So what is your passion lie, may I ask? Or is that a secret?
Stealing things in revolution.
Oh, that's a joy. Do you write or no?
Do I write? I know
As
how.
you write.
I know how.
Oh, good. Do you sell it? Do you do any books or no?
No, I mostly just yell a lot and rile people up.
Perfect. If you do a speech, let me know. I write it down for you.
You'll write down my speech?
Did I say this correctly in the English, yes? Yes. I am a scholar by trade. When I was girl, I took books, I translated, I rewrote, I sold.
As a woman, huh?
Of course, as a woman. Let's just say, and she kind of gestures to the monks. Let's just say I was a boy until the first, shall we say, blooding. And then I had to leave because I was no longer a boy.
Of course. Straight out of the club.
You know, once you decide to get the boobs and, you know, everyone knows that you don't have a little thing to deal with, you know, they go, oh, you're out, and they kick you.
Well, those two are going back and forth. Olga has totally slipped away.
Oh, 110%.
And she's like beeline towards Eleanor and Heart Attack because that's where she was going for anyway.
So we'll let Gwen and Patricia talk a little bit longer.
I'm also gonna beeline towards Heart Attack the second he's broken away. That he broke a table. I need to go and see what's up.
So we'll let Gwen and Patricia finish their discussion before we cut over.
Oh, well, I personally have found boobs to be quite an asset.
Really? Right, Al, explain this to me. I'd like to hear from you.
Well, when a man won't listen to your opinions, you have to move him to action somehow, yeah?
Normally, when I've had to deal with men that don't listen to me, I tend to kill them because they were a waste of time and space.
No, but they can be utilized and weaponized and sent off on missions.
Yes, but I like my missions to be done appropriately and competently.
Oh, then you have too complicated a mission.
Oh, it's very simple. Go to this place, sell this, bring money back. How hard is that? Apparently, they then waste on women, drink, food, as if you need any of that.
I have no problem inspiring men to simple action. Maybe it's your approach.
Possibly. I am too practical, apparently.
I suppose so. You have to stroke their ego just a little, just enough to get them up.
Ugh, I hate stroking egos. Too much up and they think that they can walk a mile over you.
I suppose let them carry you now and then so you conserve your efforts.
Ugh. Interesting. I don't know many that can carry me. I carry too many weapons.
Oh, well, I suppose you need to find more livestock type of men. There are plenty around here, I'm sure.
You know what? Why don't you show me? I'd love to see what you think of his Lostock. Please.
Sure. Let's have a peek. We'll just
Absolutely.
have a little gossip sesh pointing out various men who might be strong enough to carry a strong woman.
Okay. And so we'll flash over to Olga and Hardestat and Eleanor with Augustine beelining in. And I know Olga, being Olga, knows exactly where baby brother is.
Oh, of course. She knows where her baby sister is, too.
Mm-hmm.
Lucida,
And she knows where her entire coterie is, too.
Lucida she's staying in the corner, and her hand has not left her sword the entire time. She doesn't seem like she's wanting to start a fight. It seems like she's taken her own role as
guard,
keeper of the peace.
Yeah. So she approaches the two, and I say, you, and she looks to Eleanor, must be the moderator. Yes?
I'm certainly trying to be, but some are making that exceptionally difficult.
Yes. Miss de Valois?
Yes.
I apologize if my accent butchers it.
Understandable.
I am St. Olga of Kiev. Pleasure.
Pleasure.
And Hardestat, please don't let them make you break like that.
Oh, it's an unfortunate reaction.
I understand.
You seem
but they
willing
get
to
around.
talk.
I understand, but you must let that slide off of you.
Mhm.
If you are truly better, don't let them rile you.
True. But this was a terrible table.
It was a terrible table, I'm sure. I mean, it is very rough-hewn, but perhaps we can get better crafted ones.
Of course.
Think of the perception, though, Hardestat. This is your convention, and you're breaking?
Have you lost control of it already? That is what everyone will think.
The man said that he saw a flaw on the table.
True.
Truly, we should be congratulating his keen eyesight, if anything.
What if a monk had hurt himself on this table?
Look at that. So thoughtful of the kind. Truly, you are a good ruler. I can tell this already. Hardestat, it was said?
That is correct.
I will stay.
From Germany.
Oh. I have never been, but I have heard many good things.
So.
Are you feeling better?
Oh, of course. It was a temporary malaise.
Are you prone to them?
So, what are your thoughts on the point of this convention so far?
Brother, why don't you give your thoughts? And then I shall give mine.
I had the pleasure of discussing very crucial elements with Don Rafael, and I'll point just to make sure that he sees me pointing to him. But I want to know, since you are the one that has called this to order, what makes an anarch, Hardestat? The Simitsi have been fighting with each other for some time, but none of them have ever claimed that their foes are anarchs. And I would assume that if one were to fall to a greater Simitsi, someone like Micah Vikos, for instance, and I will point to Micah as well. I want to make sure that people know that I'm talking to Hardestat and I'm pointing at people because of Hardestat. Fuck this guy.
Well,
they have claimed their land and fought for it. But they understand that these foes are just that. They are stepping stones. They are not a rabble that can be described in a word.
Yes, in the East, those who openly claim they are anarchs usually don't last very long.
I think the terminology is not the most important part of the conversation. What we need is some form or system in place to make sure that we can survive,
Oh,
that we can
absolutely
function.
agreed.
Who's an anarch, who's the Camarilla does not ultimately matter. What matters is that we come to an agreement on rules that can keep us all safe.
That is the point. Rules.
Now,
If
my
we're divided,
question would be, who would enforce them?
Hmm.
There are many of us spread all around the world. Who would
Mm-hmm.
enforce them?
And does enforcement not breed more anarchy?
it's a cycle. I don't claim that not to be the case. But at least with rules, there may be some sort of deterrent to future uprisings.
Like a table being broken.
And enforcement is ultimately something that can be decided as part of these conversations.
As
what
it should
that looks
be.
like.
As it should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
I do worry, though, that heavy-handed ruling and enforcement, as tends to happen in the West, will not go over well with all present.
Absolutely. You're right.
The tighter the fist squeeze, the more that escapes.
Exactly.
That's why others have been brought to the conversation. So we can find something that hopefully we're all in agreement on.
Lord Hardestat, I wish to be very frank with you so that you understand that I am not here as an antagonizing force. I am not here to point out your enemies to you as I have done. And I will again point to Raphael and to Micah. And I go, I, for one, have cast off my elder's leash on me. My sire does not hold sway over me anymore. Would you brand me an anarch?
It's a fair question. How did you throw off the leash?
I asked.
A simple conversation solved the problem without having to go.
Yeah, well, I did not say it was a simple conversation, my friend. I said I asked.
Okay, well, the conversation happened. You didn't round up 50 of your favorite K-Knights and go and murder him.
Did not.
Huh, there you go. There are civil ways to do things.
Except for when a unquality table is concerned, correct?
As flawed as you noted.
Deeply flawed.
I suppose we should be thankful, though, that at least it was the table and not Patricia. So it's a start.
Did she get under your skin, my lord?
She has a way about her.
Oh, with so much fortitude that is. I will have to speak to her then and let her know that you are not the fool that you portray yourself to be.
Yes. Keep stirring the pot, Augustine.
Sir, if a tactic works, the tactic works.
Remember, we are trying to come to a consensus here.
Correct.
One that we can all agree on.
Correct. And from what I have seen of my travels, only this side of the mountain ranges has had issues with anarchs. Something to think about.
You're not wrong. This side of the mountains, we are used to our monarchies and ruling structures, and of course there'll be friction. This level, well, that's something else. But again, with both sides of the table, hopefully we can come to some sort of accord.
Ooh, you have laid out a clear path. I am hopeful.
We are as well.
Storyteller, I want to try to suss these two founders to get a feel for the weight of their age.
Okay.
Not their power, their age.
Okay.
Because Olga's been around a long fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
She can sense if they're younger or not than her.
Okay. That would be, let me think on this one. Trying to think what would be a good combo for that. It'd be perception. How would it? Let's just go perception awareness.
Okay. Five successes.
I can tell you for sure, based on the mannerisms you're getting from Eleanor, she's definitely younger than you are.
Mm-hmm.
The hard part, Hardestat the Elder, is hard to suss out. If he is older than you, it wouldn't be by much, but if he's younger than you, it also would not be by much.
Interesting. Please forgive me if I seem rude. How old are the two of you?
Oh. Well. I'm gonna think for a second. What year is it?
1493.
1493. When you, storyteller, when you answered that, did you answer for Hardestat the Elder or Hardestat the Younger?
That's, oh, okay.
I answered because as Hardestat the I'll use quotations, elder, you have put on the mannerisms of your sire.
To appear older than you.
To appear older than you are. So you generally seem to be as old as you claim, but also, let's be fair, there's only a 200-year difference between the actual date of Hardestat the Elder and the date of the elder
Which,
version
if it's
of him.
the elder, it's right around the time Olga was embraced.
Yeah.
Okay, so around the late 900s.
Yeah,
She was
Hardestat,
early
the original
900s.
elder, was embraced in 947, born 904.
That was about 947, 950, and just it's hazy after a while.
Born or embraced?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Born or embraced?
Oh, embraced.
Ah. You appear young, Miss Devoloy.
I am.
Hmm.
I'm
Nothing wrong with that.
1400s. There's
Yeah.
a reason why I'm moderating and not actually making decisions. I'm
I
here
understand.
at the request of
Please
Founder
understand,
De
I'm not judging you based on age at all. I'm just curious because I have some age on me, and I understand it is very easy for those of us with significant age to lose touch with what it was like to be young. A lot of those that split off and rebelled were young. And they did so because they were being treated less than what they are. That has to stop.
It has to be addressed.
It has to be addressed, because as long as it is not addressed, it will continue. The conflicts will continue, and we will be on the radars of the Inquisition.
Mm-hmm.
I know there was inquisitors in Belgrade,
Mm-hmm.
but we survived them because we were smart. We survived a land filled with dragons, a land with a demon, because we were smart. And not only did we survive, we thrived. Because we were more than smart, we were capable. I'm not telling you how to run this organization you are founding. But please be willing to listen to sense. That is all I ask. Because otherwise, you will be yet another idiot man who has a failure of his creation. And this is a favor I'm doing to you because I typically don't like Ventrue at all. The Arpad Ventrue were a thorn in my ass. And I did everything I could to eradicate them. So, I have faced wars since before I was this. If you do not know my history, I was the crown princess of Kievan Rus. May that kingdom rest in peace. I decimated a tribe of people, the Drevlins, for their insolence. In life. What do you think I've done with this power? But I understand why the young revolted. Because the elders did not treat them with dignity.
Lord Hardestadt, you asked me when I was released that I had had a conversation, that I did not gather up. 50 is a generous term. I count 5 that I trust in this room. To go against my own sire. And I'll be honest with you, if he had continued to pull on that leash for more time, that outcome would have come to pass.
Oh, absolutely. He has 3 children, and all of us would have.
Gladly.
Easily.
So this is not when I stand with Santa Olga, it is not because I agree because we are broodmates. I agree because I have seen it. I have felt it in my soul. This is not a problem that has come up because of neglect. This is a problem that has come up because you have allowed it to come up.
Yes.
When you enforced it.
Yes. Because I will tell you, we did not have issues with anarchs breaching our walls and killing us in Belgrade because we treated the young with dignity.
And I will look at Gabriel at that moment.
I'm going to stare into your soul. I just keep writing.
I do not wish to keep you too long, but I'm sure you'll be able to request my audience if you seek counsel. I have
appreciate-
a wealth of experience.
I appreciate your candor and experience, and I hope that you'll continue to share it throughout the convention.
It is my goal, because I would like to see mistakes corrected.
As they should be.
I also bring greetings from my mentor, Montano.
He will not be attending?
No. He has other matters to attend to. But when it comes time to start talking negotiations and deals and things like that, I do have some things to relay on his behalf.
Of course.
I see a very interesting individual, so please excuse me. And I'm going to make my way to Gabriel because she noticed he clocked her with the pet.
Yeah, and I'll bow. Enjoy the rest of your evening, my lord and lady. And I'll slink away.
I assume Gabriel hides what he's been writing when they start approaching.
No.
No? Oh. So what do they see on your papers?
Everything that I would have heard within reasonable earshot is written verbatim, fairly and accurately, with very minor abbreviations.
Due to the nature of this room, which I mentioned in Zoom chat, oddly enough, the acoustics in this place is not what you would expect, because you can hear anyone's conversation from anywhere in the room, even though it's big enough to seat 70 monks at once. It's almost like the room was designed acoustically to allow you to hear anything said anywhere, because you, with your heightened senses, have been able to pretty much capture every conversation.
Oh, yes. There's also a very separate little category off to the side with all of the really mean, funny things Patricia has said, with a note, must use these. Not here. Maybe here. Underlined. And as St. Olga approaches me, I stand up, I bow, and I say, "It is an honor to meet you. I am Gabriel Baruch, and you remind me of the greatest person I've ever met."
And that would be?
Her name was Elizabeth. She introduced herself as such. She would look someone dead in their eyes, smile, and ask them, genuinely, if they knew how many people that she had killed. What a way to make an introduction.
Oh, tell me, is Elizabeth still around?
If anything could kill Elizabeth, I would change continents.
Well, then I would very much look forward to meeting her some night.
I'm sure you two would get along famously. I would vacate the premises as a man of self-preservation. Please, would you sit? It's so tense in here. Everyone's so angry. I myself am happy to be here.
And St. Olga will sit. I noticed you clocked me shortly after I entered the room. You eyed me.
I did. But your business is your business. What I notice of your business does not necessarily have to be everybody else's business. Hence how a humble, young, meandering Lasombra makes his way through the night. I know better.
That is very wise.
Indeed.
You had an excellent teacher.
I miss Elizabeth.
And did Augustine come with her?
Oh no.
No? Okay,
No,
so
that
he's
is-
avoiding, and she's kind of picked up he's avoiding this one.
No, I went towards Gwen and Patricia because I need to be involved in the snarkiness of that trio.
Okay, that's fine. And she's basically looking at Gabriel and says, "And where exactly are you from?"
If I didn't tell you, would you hold that against me?
No, that's fine. You don't have to. I'm just
I am
curious.
very small and weak. I'm here by accident.
How is it accidental that you are here? It is never accidental when a
It
Lasombra
is.
shows up.
It is an accident, though. It is. It is. You see, when I was turned into a Lasombra, they found me wanting. My second night, I was told I was most likely not going to make it. And that's the kind way of putting it. So I've learned to be clever. I have very few secrets. And many of the ones that I do don't actually matter. And the fact that you now know that only compounds my strength. Be that as it may, I don't want to have to test my strength versus your strength. You had, and then I point to my notes about the part where you said, "What do you think I did with that power?" That was underlined. I have quite the imagination. I'd rather not see how accurate I am.
Yes, well, I'm sure I have done things that would fill you with both awe and glee.
Well, I am a person who enjoys to laugh. Like I said, everyone here is mad. It's so much of life or unlife, and I know you say life, and some kindred go, "Oh, we don't have life." Blah, whatever.
Ah,
Existence.
it's your existence.
It's your existence.
However, those who said you wouldn't make it were underestimating you, which is a good thing.
Well, yes, they also, most of them admitted that they were wrong, and it's luck how I got here. It just so happened that the Lasombra needed some more representation, and I happened to be in the vicinity. How lucky. And I
Have you met my baby sister? And she points to Lisita.
I've not had the privilege nor the honor.
Mm-mm. She's also an interesting one.
I believe you. I do have a question, if I might be so bold.
Oh, you can ask. I'll decide if I answer.
Well, but of course, I dare not tread. When people speak of Camarilla or Anarch, things of that nature, I find that it misses the point. Doesn't it miss the point? If we are kindred, isn't it enough that we simply do as we please?
What is this term kindred? It's kin.
Kin,
Yes?
I'm not here to argue with you, kid. Yes.
No, I'm curious. I'm asking for the clarification because this is a new term for me. I've not heard us called this.
I've heard it from a few fancy men walking around with their silk clothing.
So we are not to be Canaanites, we are to be kindred.
I think we should be kindred.
You think
For
we
instance,
should?
I do. For instance, were I meandering through the night and I saw that you were hunting, partaking in existence, however you think of it, I would simply go, "Oh, that's her business," right? If I saw you running around yelling, "Ah, I'm a K-Knight," and doing silly things, I would go, "Oh, I should go tell Eleanor." And then I would promptly leave. The point that I make is that I just think we should be able to do what we want, even if it is slightly unreasonable. Some fear the Inquisition. I don't.
Have you ever run across them?
Of course.
Really?
What is food going to do to me?
Have you ever met one with true faith?
No.
Or with magic, real magic?
I've found that I have a way of making people lose faith.
Oh, that's excellent.
In
Definitely
themselves.
market that.
And I've found that those with magic simply break the same. You just have to be smarter. You can cast all the incantations you want. But if a certain shadow wields a certain blade at a certain time and it ends up in a certain body part, like, oh, your heart, throat, face, I don't know. I don't do a lot of killing, so I'd leave it up to you. You die. Death is death, unless you're like us.
As Gabriel had said that, Jean-Marc approaches comes up behind Gabriel, but also gets close to Olga. For both Olga and Gabriel, as he gets closer, you feel slightly unclean
I'm going to resist that.
Olga, you know what that is. You've dealt with that
she has
before.
dealt with that so many times.
But
it's like, whatever.
It's not a repellent one, but you feel it. It's it's not pain. It's just you feel like you're being judged by the creator just as he approaches. There's no way to miss him coming up, Gabriel. You can just feel it coming off him in waves.
Oh my God.
Yes, my son.
And Olga legit laughs so hard.
What is that terrible, atrocious sensation?
That, dear, is faith.
Oh God. Oh, your belief is repulsive, repugnant.
Yes.
Vile, excrement. Why do you exist in such a fetid, horrible manner? Did your parents not love you? A bath of acid immediately upon thee.
Now remember, anyone running heightened senses can hear this. Actually, even without heightened senses, he said it loud enough. Everyone in the room can hear it.
People in Transylvania heard this.
Yes.
What is wrong with your body? Fix your being.
Oh, clearly another fan of Hardestat the Elder.
Oh my God. Archon! This man's soul is eating his pathetic body.
Gabriel, walk away.
Ah! Oh, sorry.
Walk away.
Oh, shit. I just grab my stuff and go.
And as Gabriel goes away, I think right here, everybody, is where we're going to have to end this episode with Augustine going to join the Snark Fest with Patricia. Jean-Marc giving a little bit of the love.
Yeah. And Olga just laughing it off.
Well, Olga, much like Augustine, have been around Mankado, who also is a true faith.
Yeah, and has
vampire.
run across a few true faith people in the fucking city. So yeah.
I do humbly thank these players, all of them, the cast and the guests tonight. You made this so much easier on me. I would go insane trying to deal with an event like this. I want to thank you right off the bat. Thank you all. Let me make this real quick before I go through the outro, just to help everybody out. There we go. Let's make sure, does everyone have visibility into this? Let me make sure this is visible to everybody. No, it's not. I'm going to make everybody, if you go to the items suitcase, there's a convention start XP. I'm giving 10 XP to everybody. You just drag that convention start XP right to your character sheet and you get 10 XP.
And you just go to the notepad icon on your character sheet.
And it shows you what you have. Yep, just drag it to the notepad on your character sheet and it'll add 10 XP to your character sheet.
Welcome to Foundry.
Yep,
Oh,
welcome to
beautiful.
Foundry. It's
what
so
a
nice.
new day, bro.
Yep.
Actual experience points.
Yep. And I do thank you all for coming tonight. Please join us on the Discord. If you're wondering how we got this giant cast for the Convention of Thorns, I put up a casting call on the Discord. Now, a number of people I personally invited for it because there were certain individuals that both myself and the Dark Ages cast thought would do great. Or in the case of Antera, he played Hardestat in Hidden City and did such a good job where like he has to be Hardestat again. But it all came from our Discord. So if you're on our Discord, you might get a chance to play with us just like this. So join us on Discord. Plus, look, we do non-stream Zoom hangouts. It's just a way to get to know the community, to hang out, chat, shoot the shit, get drunk. Some people might sing on Zoom. We don't know. It's whatever happens. Mama will rant and rave about the fucked up world we happen to live in. I will come in and out of camera, randomly show you cats and talk random shit about games that I've played. It's not all World of Darkness. There's a lot of World of Darkness, but it's not all World of Darkness. So you should definitely come join us on the Discord. Come to our hangouts. They're a lot of fun, seriously. And since Hidden City is done, we might get to do more of them than we used to. Because, you know, with Hidden City and For Dust We Are, Friday and Saturdays, these are the only nights we could do them. And now we're getting Saturdays opened up, at least for a little while, until there's another stream comes up called Wander Home. Is that casting call still open? So if you wanted to play with somebody, look, Wander Home, Ravenous Archon Augustine has a casting call for Wander Home. I tell people all the time, if you're not sure about wanting to stream on this channel with us or to play with us there. Miniseries and those types of games are fucking awesome for getting a chance to play on camera, see if it's something you want to do in one of the longer ones. You don't have the commitment like you have for something like Dark Ages, for something like For Dust We Are, Hidden Cities, Mage, Changeling. You get a much shorter commitment, something you can do and play a little bit, see if you like it. I encourage people, if you're not sure, sign up for some of the miniseries. It's a great chance to play with us to see if it's something you want to do longer term, because a lot of the people you see playing with us started with miniseries on our channel and then just kept going. So I do recommend that to everybody. And you know, we got a good community. We support each other. We watch out for each other. We try to make sure everybody's okay. So definitely join us for that. Now, if you want to catch our back episodes, look, this is technically season 6 of Dark Ages. And for those that don't know, this is the final season of our Dark Ages game. After the Convention of Thorns, this coterie is going to go their own way. So they're going to go their own ways, and this will be the last chance you get to watch us. So if you want to catch up on this story, you can watch our Dark Ages game as they've jumped through history. This chronicle started in real time, I think, over 300 years ago for the timeline of the game. So check that out. If you want to see some Vampire V20, you can go check out For Dust We Are, because it's a current chronicle. If you want to see some V5, you can go see Hidden City, Windy City, Kansas City. Jesus Christ. Look, we've got so much shit. We've got every World of Darkness except for Hunter and Mummy. Though I do know a Mummy does appear during the Mage game. So if you're curious about Mummy, you get to see what a Mummy could do if you watch our Mage stream, especially last season and maybe next season. We'll see. We'll see when I get to come back in as said Mummy, because Alexandra D's nuts, as Ravnos calls him over and over, is a lot of fun to play. So, and we've also got non-World of Darkness. Mama has run a number of independent games. She likes to run Powered by the Apocalypse miniseries. She loves those. I've run a number of non-WOD games, so check them out. You should go look at all that. And if you want to see some D&D 5e or Call of Cthulhu, go to London Esoteric Society's channel. That is where our keeper of arcane lore, Dr. Tiss, keeps her stuff. And you will see familiar faces in that game too. Both bottom corners of this game are players in Call of Cthulhu right now. Chaos Goblins in a cast of Chaos Goblins with a Chaos Goblin first keeper. Last time they spent the entire end of the episode just broken as players, laughing their asses off, all of them, over the shenanigans they do. That is the only stream we have on the channel where someone has been murdered via cheese. Cheese murder has only occurred in Call of Cthulhu, so you should go just see it for that. If you want to see some friends, look, we've got friends. I know it's shocking that I have any friends considering who I am, but look, we've got friends. Our longest running friend, Junie Von Ash. She has been here. The only one I know who has been here longer than Junie Von Ash is Urini, because he's one of the founders. Junie, what you got going? And Urini is not going to be streaming on his own anytime soon. So Junie, what do you got going on?
I like to stab fabric and choke yarn. Why? Because it makes my life so much easier, and it's easier to do burning stress through craft than taking it out of people. At least I've been told in all 50 states. So at least that's what I'm going with at this moment, allegedly. I usually do things on the weekends. If I'm not there, then I might be over on that guy's channel doing some shenanigans like I was last night. Or no, it was Monday, I'm sorry, because he was running me through Legend of the Five Rings. But if I'm not on his channel, then I'm on their channel. I've got to put my finger somewhere. Because I'm either running a game, being in a game, or Shanky's trying to kill me in one way or another.
I mean, that's Friday night. That's just normal Friday nights. And
I mean, it's a day ending in Y.
Speaking of Ravnos Archon and that Monday stream, I'm going to let him talk about it, because Ravnos Archon is our next friend on the list. You have a very unique Monday thing you've been doing, so let everybody know about that.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? I do TTRPG stuff on my own channel that is not Dungeons & Dragons. And right now I am doing a special series called Creative Characters, where I interview people in the space while I force them to go through character creation. So it forces them to think about two different things at the same time. So it's kind of like Hot Ones, but with no chicken and with more dice. And that's been real fun for me. So I have a couple more episodes planned out, and then I'll see what the feedback is for that. But otherwise, you can catch me here on Wednesdays, where I've been chained to the desk for forever, and I'm still working on trying to sneak in onto that Friday game. But we'll see what happens.
We've got a character for you. I'm just waiting for the right time.
Okay.
Because somebody in the Friday game has mentioned Minotaur so many times. I'm going to give him a Minotaur. And for those, hey, if you know, you know. You know what that means. If you know what that means, you know. I'm going to give him a Minotaur, all right. So the next friend on our list is not here, the last two. Psychshires, you'll see her on Friday night streams. She streams on her channel. She does, she's played Arc Raiders here lately, and Dune is the big ones I see. So you can check her out. And then there's Cirque Lunicus. He's also on our Friday stream. He is our bard of our Twitch around here. He does like true variety. Sometimes he's dancing on Twitch. Sometimes he's playing game on Twitch. Sometimes he's doing charity. You should go check that out. Go check out both of them. You want to get you some studio merch. Guess what? We have studio merch. Make sure you sign in because some of it is R-rated. And apparently, I don't make the rules. If you want to see any swear words on the internet, you have to sign in. So if you want to go and get you a t-shirt for Camp Wish a Motherfucker Would Camp Counselor, you got to sign in to see that t-shirt. Trust me, it's a real t-shirt, and it's fucking great to wear. It looks like a Camp Counselor t-shirt for Camp Wish a Motherfucker Would.
I seriously think every fucking person at this convention needs that t-shirt.
They just wishing a motherfucker would so they can all jump on them.
Exactly.
Yep. Made by the one and only, the idea came from the one and only Lamar Cade of Clan I'll Fuck You Up.
Made by me.
Well, Mama made it, but the idea was he's Clan I'll Fuck You Up. It's a great little bit. So there's also Cat's to-do list that Jen down there, Patricia Brolenbrook did. That is Cat's to-do list. That is Kick-Ass, Take Names, and Dracula. That's on her to-do list. And for those that watch Kansas City, by the end of it, that was checked off. She got her a piece of some Dracula. So, seriously.
And no, Olga has not.
No. Olga swore off men in general, idiot men, but Dracula was not an idiot man, but she swore him off. It's okay.
No,
she had her fill. So go check that out. If you want to support the players, look, bits of donations, everybody. Bits of donations go to the players you see on the stream, not to the studio. It is a way we give to the people who are in stream, something to give to them to show appreciation for all the hard work, for putting up with my shit, for putting up with all the background and all the work that goes in behind the scenes. You can give back to them. We do take taxes out of it because Uncle Sam takes their blood money from us. So we have to kind of pass that on, but the rest goes to the players.
Seriously, show your biddies.
If you can.
Okay.
Look, if you want to support the studio, you can subscribe on Twitch, gets rid of the ads. If you have Prime, you can do that for free. If you don't mind sharing your Prime with us to get it as a free subscription. If you want to not give Twitch half because they're giant fucking pimps, you can pop over to our coffee to buy Mama a coffee because much like Pirates of the Caribbean, the rum in this house is always gone. And
it's
part
my
of that
fault.
Part of it's my fault. I don't go to the liquor store often enough.
Yeah, but I'm the one that drinks it all.
Yeah, that's true. But look, money's tight. I know money's tight. The economy is fucked. Gas prices. Don't ask what it costs to fill up the truck I've been driving. Urani already knows he drives the same kind of truck. Let me tell you, money's tight. Don't spend money you don't have. Don't give it to the channel if you can't afford it. A way to support the channel for free is to go to our YouTube, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little notification icon. And more importantly than the money, because I'll be honest, we don't make much money off of Twitch at all. The big important thing is it drives us up in the algorithm. More people see our content, which means more people join the community. And the more people that join the community, the more people you get to see play games with us. Because we draw from our community. And, you know, if 10 people join, maybe one of that 10 decide they want to play games with us. Because I can point at one, hang on, right over here. That came directly from YouTube. Another one down there in the corner not only has joined us playing games, but has joined us running games from YouTube. So you should definitely, it helps us out and it brings people over. And that's important. And now I think I went through my part. Mama can give the schedule for the week.
All right, y'all. Let me pull it up. Hang on.
I figured you had it already.
No. I've just been reveling in how fun this was tonight. All right, let me pull it up.
And it's only episode 1.
I know, and this was so much fun. Okay, so what we have going on this week is a light week, y'all. Again, thank you for joining us tonight for the premiere of the final season of Dark Ages, where we play out the Convention of Thorns. And then on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Shanky here with his crew in Chicago, of which some are here. Yeah. Playing episode 3 of season 4.
Yeah. One anecdote, more anarchs.
More anarchs.
Yeah, but they're not. You're not been having trouble with the anarchs as long as you
Yeah.
avoid
Yet.
Jiggler, as you call him, juggler. As long as you avoid juggler and jiggler. Well, other than his child Evelyn. But that's
Yeah,
a whole
Evelyn's
other
a
thing.
problem with it.
Evelyn's a problem. But yeah, so that's what we have coming up. And then, of course, we'll be back here for episode 2 of our final season with the Convention of Thorns on Wednesday
And
at
for
8
those-
p.m. Eastern.
Those that don't know, the convention. Each episode this season will be one day of the convention.
Yeah.
This was the pre-convention meeting. Day 1 of the convention is next week, where Eleanor gets control of the convention, and we start going through the day-by-day events.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you're ready for it. I'm just glad I'm not having to play everybody, and I'm going to keep saying thank you to everybody here
Thank
so that
you,
I don't have to
y'all.
play everybody, because there's a reason you don't see a lot of Elysia events in the Shanky stream. I hate playing that many characters. So check that out. Now, as always, when we end this stream, look, mental health, everybody. It's not a joke. It's not a laugh matter. Please take not only your own mental health seriously, but the mental health of others seriously. Look, a lot of people are not okay. It's a dark, fucked up world right now. It's so fucked up right now that the world of darkness is brighter in comparison. So check in on those around you. Reach out to the people you haven't talked to in a while, and just ask them, how you doing? Haven't talked in a while. You okay? Everything okay with you? Because look, those of us who suffer from mental health issue, and I'm one of them, I don't mind admitting it on camera. We mask very well. We may appear to be doing fine, but inside we're not. And sometimes all it takes is somebody to reach out and ask us, to be that lifeline we need, to be someone to help us get off that ledge that we might be on at the time. Okay? And along with that, look, your own mental health is just as important. Please take care of yourselves. Reach out to your support network, to those around you when you need help. Talk to them. And I know it's tough for people to do that. It's hard sometimes to admit when you need help. And there's a stigma attached that should not be to mental health. It's very important. Please, you're not a burden. Reach out to those around you. Okay? And if you don't feel you can, because I know a lot of people don't feel comfortable doing that, look in chat of the stream. There's a list of numbers you can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There'll be a professional on the other end of the line to be that lifeline you need. And I know if you're in crisis or you're watching this on YouTube or you need help when you're not watching the stream, go to findahelpline.com, put in your country of origin, and you will find the support lines for your country and get the help you need. And Mama checked it recently. It's only a couple clicks. That's all it takes.
It is very fast to navigate to the resources you need.
Yep. Because look,
Because they know time is of the essence when you're in crisis.
as somebody who has lost a good friend to mental health issues.
I've lost a cousin to it.
Yep, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to get the help so that, you don't go through that. Seriously.
Yep.
Not easy. So, damn, thank you, Red. Thank you very much. The cast thanks you,
Thank
for
you,
the
Red.
donation.
Yes, thank you.
But seriously, please get the help you need. That's all I can tell you. And now that I'm done my sappy part where I get a little emotional every time I do it because it means a lot to me, Mama's going to bring you some fire and brimstone because that's what she's good at.
Well, first I'm going to bring you a little bit of love, but it might rub you the wrong way because it is a little tough love at times. But literally, I need you to not just take care of that mental well-being, which is incredibly fucking important, y'all. Okay, seriously, if you are struggling, get the help you need. And you are never a burden to people that want to help you. And the people that work those crisis lines and the people that work at hospitals and stuff, they want to fucking help you, y'all. Okay? Get the help you need because people want to help you. And you're never a burden to them. But on top of that, you got to take care of the body too. because the mind and the body, the emotional well-being and the physical well-being are so interconnected, y'all. And as one goes, the other is going to go. If you are dealing with chronic pain or serious illness or even chronic conditions that just the fact are your anxiety, your depression, any other mental health conditions that might be generally low key will exacerbate. They will get worse if your body isn't doing well. So you got to take care of the body. Okay. You need to make sure you're taking your meds. You need to drink your water. Okay. A bunch of caffeinated and sugary beverages is not the same. Drink some motherfucking water. If you got to add flavoring to it, you go right ahead. Okay. I don't care how you get your water in, just get your fucking water in. All right.
And let me interrupt. As somebody who has just recently started taking his health seriously, what she said, it does not fix the mental health problems, but I'm going to admit, as you lessen the pain, you lessen the health problems you're having, it helps a little. It doesn't get rid of it. You still have the problem.
It doesn't get rid of it. You still have them, but it does help.
As someone who is now, and I admit it, at 51 years old, I am the healthiest I've ever been, ever in my life right now. I was not even this healthy when I was in the Army, and it has done a lot to my mental capabilities because I'm not in as much pain as I was before I started fixing myself.
I speak truth because I know it, y'all. Okay? So seriously, take your meds, drink your water however you can get it in you. If you don't like drinking just plain water, add some flavoring to it. It's fine. And also get some freaking sunshine when you can, because most people are vitamin D deficient. Okay? But make sure when you can, vitamin D deficiency can make you lethargic and depressed. For real. Okay? Can make it worse. So get some sunshine when you can. Make sure you're wearing the sunblock, though. You need at least an SPF of 50. And even if you have more melanin in your skin than I do, you need an SPF of 50 minimum, because skin cancer can affect all skin, and it's harder to detect early on darker complexions. Okay? So wear that SPF every fucking day. For real. Put it on your exposed skin. And I want you to get vaccinated, because vaccines can prevent infectious diseases that can kill people. They can also reduce symptoms of viral diseases that can hospitalize and kill people, so that you're less likely to end up in the hospital or potentially dead. Get vaccinated. And here in the US, please do so before they literally create an issue where vaccines can't even be distributed anymore, because they're trying very hard to do that. I've got the inside track being a nurse. I get all kinds of information from my state and other health departments. Yeah. So trust me, they're really trying to do that. Get fucking vaccines. And if you're responsible for minor children, vaccinate those fucking kids. Because let me inform you of what happens when a kid contracts measles. Within a decade, it's going to affect them again. And it's not that they're going to necessarily have measles again. No, it'll cause various issues like blindness or even death.
Sterility.
Yeah. So all these kids that their parents thought that vaccines cause fucking autism have just basically created a horrible situation for their children a decade from now. It's malicious negligence. Vaccinate your fucking kids, because the vaccines don't cause fucking autism.
And grown-ass
Correlation
adults
is not causation.
And grown-ass adults claiming tetanus doesn't exist and you don't need to get a tetanus vaccine. Holy shit, are you insane?
Enjoy your lockjaw.
That is a horrible way to go.
Yeah. Enjoy your lockjaw.
Great hip hop song, Bad Condition.
Yeah. Enjoy it, because that's what you're going to get. So seriously, vaccinate. Okay. Literally, if I have to bang you over the head with it, vaccinate. And for real, make sure anywhere you are, it doesn't matter if you're in the US or in other countries, make sure you are registered to vote and participate in your elective process. Okay? For real. Because worldwide, if you aren't of the dominant societal people in your nation, people died for you to have the right to vote. Around the world. Because that's how prevalent that supremacy is. And if you don't vote, when multiple people died for your right to vote, that's just literally throwing that shit in the trash. Like it means nothing. Like you don't care about your right to vote. Participate in primaries. They are notoriously low turnout. Participate in primaries. Because that's when you actually get to pick who you want to be on the ballot. And make sure you participate in local elections because that will directly impact your day-to-day life. That will choose how your community is governed. And what sort of things will be developed in your community. And make sure that you all plan to participate in upcoming major elections. Like here in the US, we have a midterm election that's going to determine the control of our United States Congress, the legislative branch of our government, which is right now controlled by the Republicans, as well as the executive branch and as well as the judicial branch. They hold a monopoly on our entire government. And look at what's happening here in the US. If you voted for the fascist regime in charge, if you voted third party thinking you were protesting what was going on in Gaza, you did not save a single Gazan with that vote. If you abstained in the last presidential election because you couldn't vote for Trump and you sure couldn't vote for a woman of color, that says a whole lot about you. That you're likely a racist and a misogynist. Or you're just self-entitled and think it doesn't matter because it's never going to affect you.
They turned the fucking White House into a fucking UFC cage match. Mm-hmm. What the actual fuck? Mm-hmm. They poured concrete over the Rose Garden.
The East Wing is completely demolished and looks like absolute shit. And he's trying to get Congress to give him money to pay for it because his contractors aren't getting paid by him.
No, they're not. Yep. And the Rose Garden got turned into a concrete pad.
Yeah.
Fucking Rose Garden.
The people's house has been torn into trash.
Gold gilding on everything looking, oh God.
It is so fucking new money tacky.
It's our fucking house.
It is. It's the people's house. We paid for it. It's the people's fucking house. And he's ruining it. So that whoever goes in after him is going to have to spend a shit ton of money fixing it. That's what he's doing. To fuck who comes after him. If you didn't vote, you ushered this in. Because more people didn't vote in that election that were eligible to vote than actually voted. For the rest of y'all, just all need to fuck off. Okay, for real. If you contributed to this, you need to fuck off. And for the rest of us, participate. Okay? If you feel the need to protest, I know there's talking about a No Kings protest on his fucking birthday, which is fucking hilarious to me. I hope that happens just outside of that fucking UFC match, because that would be fucking hilarious, okay? On his fucking birthday, having people protest him.
Is attending one of the Knicks games. New York's not a safe place right now, folks. I don't care who you are.
No.
Genius choices all around.
Oh, no, he did that on purpose to fuck over New York.
And then slept during the game.
Yeah, he did that on purpose to fuck with New York. Because New York hates him. And he's a malignant narcissist with dementia.
No, but he was born in Queens.
Doesn't matter.
Not in the slightest.
Doesn't matter. He's a shithead. But anyway, nobody likes him. Even his own family doesn't. So literally, the rest of us, look out for one another. If you feel you need to protest, please do so safely. Okay, as safely as you can. ICE is still out fucking snatching people, y'all. And they're using them retaliatory against cities that do things that piss them off. Okay? And this is all a prep for the midterm elections, where they're planning to deploy feds to actual fucking polls to snatch people that look like they're illegal.
Brown. Yeah, brown.
Brown people. Please be careful. Be aware of what's going on in your communities. Stay alert. Look after one another. Okay? We got to get through this together. Said with all sincerity. Y'all have a good night.
And my final part to that is make sure you videotape, or not videotape, sorry, you record everything with your cell phone and make
have
sure
it immediately saved to the cloud.
Make sure it saves to the cloud, because they will confiscate
you can
your
set
phone.
your if you have,
Yep.
As much as I hate to say it, because Google's a pain in the ass with AI bullshit, but literally most phones have a Google thing. If it's not an Apple phone, Apple has a cloud service too. But Android phones, your Google Photos, you can have it automatically sync to the cloud.
Because they will take your phone. You won't get it back anytime soon. And if you do get it back, odds are it's not going to work anymore.
Right. So at
They
least it's
have been
on your
doing it.
cloud account that you can access from anywhere.
Make sure you film it all. You record it on your phone and save that shit to the cloud, because it's the only evidence you have in your defense. So I do thank you all for coming. I think these players, again, thank you for being here for this. I never thought I'd get to do the convention of Thorns, I'll be honest, and we're going to do it. So good night, everybody. As soon as I can find where the mouse went. I had to find it again. Too many monitors.